Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we are going to take a look at a new game today. We're going to take a look at War Room Afghanistan, which, as you will have guessed, is a game about the war in Afghanistan. And that is quite interesting because there are a few games that really manage to simulate that conflict very well. One of them I've played on this channel before, Afghanistan 11, and I'm going to put a link in there. But yeah, this is going to be slightly different, and I do think it is quite interesting to look at this sort of asymmetrical warfare. It's going to be, as you can see, 3D. It's going to have some combat elements, but it does have this heart and mind strategy. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the game, with one exception. I need to point out that this is an alpha build. The developers were kind enough to send me a press preview here, so there's a lot of things that are subject to change, and in particular I think at some point we are going to get a save and load feature in this game, which would be fantastic. Also, I did turn down the volume to the bare minimum because it's very difficult to do that in game, and yeah, the sounds can be a little bit overwhelming. So it's a little bit rough around the edges, but I do think there's a hidden gem here, and I wanted to share that with you. So yeah, let's jump in, see this little load screen over here, and hope that we're going to get into the actual game. There we go. So, War Room is a realistic strategy game, I suppose. Taking straight into the heat of the war in Afghanistan, you take the role of a commander of the American army. Your goal is to destroy the terrorist network, and so on and so forth. This is an alpha build, so yeah, take all of this with a grain of salt. There we go. I do hope the audio is fine. Yeah, and you can see we have a little map over here. Not everything is currently unlocked. We might unlock that later on. But for now, we are very much focused around this forward operating base over here. Mobile operating base? I don't exactly know what the M stands for. But that's fine, and the game just sort of runs you through a tutorial over here, which I've done once, and I hope that I can remember. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a patrol, and we're going to set up a hearts and mind mission. So to do a patrol, you just hit on over here, you say a new patrol. We're going to pick a little bit of light infantry. We could go for an armored tactical vehicle, but I would like an MREP because I think they're a little bit more mine resistant. And you know what, we can let these guys off straight away, and then we can pick a route. Basically we have 3 routes that are currently optional. So there's route 1 down there, there's route 2 up here, and there's route 3 all the way over there. You know what, we're going to go with route 1 over here because why not? Should be fine, right? So yeah, there we go. Let's close this, let's close that, and hope that the next bit of the tutorial is going to come up. Well, I do think I need to set up one more thing, and that is I need to set up a hearts and mind mission. So that means basically we're going to visit a couple of village elders. So yeah, let's define a new one. Let's select a village over here. We're going to go to Doha because why not? We're going to pick a little bit of light infantry as well. And again, these guys are going to travel there in an MREP, and that is fine. Now, with the hearts and minds missions, you need to be a little bit more mindful about the timing. Basically, you should only visit them between 7 AM and 5 PM, which is perfectly fine. We do have 7 AM, so yeah, let's go ahead and... No, damn it. Let's go ahead here and select Doha again. Just an MREP, thank you, and some light infantry. I don't think we need the veteran light infantry, and there we go. Fine, lovely. So there we go, close, and that's it. That is basically the first step over here, as you can see. Right, so our troops are gonna start and go out from this forward operating base in a second, but in the meantime we've got our first mission on our hands, and that is some old bunkers over here. So we learned that these are being used by insurgents, so we're gonna assign another mission over here, and this time I think we are gonna grab 2 infantry divisions over here. Well, maybe a little bit more even, so yeah, let's grab just a bit of light infantry, some veteran light infantry, and we've got a couple of armored tactical vehicles here, which I think are just basically jeeps. But yeah, let's start the attack over here, and we should see them move out once we are resuming time over here. I think we can go a little bit faster. The game pace is sometimes a little bit off, so I don't like to do that too fast. So we've got these guys over here, they are moving out towards over there, that's fine. Have we sent out the patrols? Can we adjust this? Yeah, you shouldn't be resting. Okay, you know what? Let's dissolve that and let's do another patrol here. Let's define a new one. Let's start at 8. I think that's fine. Again, light MRAP and some light infantry here, that should be fine. Route, you know what, let's pick route 2. Let's say that's continuous and you're gonna go ahead. Fine. Lovely. So you guys should be leaving at 8. I think the other guys might have been a little bit late over there. Now, these guys are making their way over there, and that is fantastically nice. So we're going to accelerate time over here a little bit just so that we can get that out of the way. I think it shouldn't be taking too long. So basically these guys are not going to fight it out. We can exert some level of control about these fights, but for now we're not going to do that. But that's fine. So yeah, now our troops are in combat over here, and we can basically see that we've got a couple of friendly guys. This is the Delta group, and they have basically fought off a couple of insurgents there. Let's have a look here at the result of this report, and you can see that the security in this action goes up. Our popularity isn't really changed, but that's fine. And if we look at the details over here, we can see that we killed 6 groups of Taliban, each 4 fighters strong. So that's nice. Nice little result over there. Not a big one though. So yeah, I think we're going to be all right there. Right, so yeah, now these guys are coming back, so that's perfectly lovely there. Nice little mission over there. We did know the insurgents were there and all of that. It's going to be a lot more complicated later on. So this is the second mission. Now, Commander, thanks to our engagement in hunting down our adversaries, we've gained knowledge about their possible location. They are hiding in one of these villages. So we're now going to send a drone, and that brings us to one of the very interesting features of the game. Jesus, sometimes it's going very fast. So we have sent a drone over here into this village, and what we can do now is take a peek with this drone and actually look at the 3D map over here. And that, I think, is, you know, one of the very nice things about this game. So yeah, you can pan around, you can basically look at the village, you have that little road coming down here. But as you can see, there are quite a couple of units down there. Let's actually switch towards the different views over here. So you've got a FLIR view, so basically heat seeking, and a night vision mode as well. But as you can already see down there, there are a couple of things that are potentially very hostile. So yeah, let's actually go to normal view down there, scan these guys, and make sure that we understand what's over there. So yeah, could you just pretty much scan this, please? Do need to properly right click on it. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this time we got it. Yeah, now we know that they are there, and apparently immediately they're disappearing, but that's fine. Okay, our drone is going to stick over there for the moment, and what we're going to do is we're going to send a mission over there, I suppose. So yeah, we've conducted this mission here successfully. Let's wait until the game tells us that we can actually go out there and conduct our mission, because sometimes it just takes a second to register that. Again, early alpha, this is very early build. This is going to come out later in this year, basically, but I suppose that's fine. Good. So we want to retake this village, and what we're going to do is we're going to assign a couple of units to that as well, and this time we're going to watch them. So yeah, let's pick these 3 units over here. I think that's fine, and we're going to send them up in armored tactical vehicles. That's also fairly lovely, and these guys are going to go and leave now. So these guys should be moving out in that direction. I think it's these guys here. Yes, it is. So that's perfectly lovely as well. And it is 8 o'clock, so we are also seeing that our first mission over here is leaving, and that's good to see as well. Good. These guys are coming up there, and that's very nice. And let's see what's going on. Our drone still has some capabilities of flying around over here, but there's the next thing. And that is, did you see that? That's why I hate these pesky insurgents. Quick, send a demining vehicle out there, and let's hope it was not a trap. So our guys down here did run into an ID, so an improvised explosive device. So basically a mine. There are 2 missions here now that we do need to fulfill. So the first one is we do need to do some demining, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick our demining vehicles. I think we're going to send 2 of them towards over there and make sure that we're getting that. And the other one is going to be a medevac. And for that we're going to simply send a medevac and then basically grab our people from over there. So that's fine. And I do think the other thing that we want is potentially set up a new mission, a new patrol mission over here, just so that these guys are actually properly supported there. Good. Can we please do that at some point? Yeah, probably we can, but let's wait a second over here until our guys have made it towards this. Or at least a little bit out of this area. Right, so there we go. Can I adjust the patrols now? Okay, you guys are resting. Can I dissolve that, please? Can I dissolve that, please? Yes, I know. Okay, apparently I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a new patrol over here, which we are going to be on Route 3. That's fine. And we're going to take 1 MRAP, 1 light infantry, and 1 mounted mine detection vehicle. And I think that should be fine. And yeah, let's ask these guys to be continuously on that mission. And that's good. Alright, let's resume over here. And we are seeing that these guys here are moving very slowly up there on this little road, which is fantastic to see. And what we're going to do is... Oh, medevac was successful, that's fine. And let's jump back into this drone feed and this time watch actually as the combat is occurring. So here's the village, there are some enemies down there, we're seeing a jeep there, we're seeing a jeep there. And I suppose we are seeing a lot of hostile fighters in this area. Can we actually see whether they are carrying guns? Yeah, with some of these people I think you can sort of make it out, but it's very hard to see. Right, and I think this is the road that we should be travelling on. Yeah, there we are. So these are our guys coming in now and potentially, hopefully at least, winning against these insurgents. Now, the very nice thing and very exciting thing is going to be the air support that we do have as well. So yeah, let's see about that. And you can already see this is a very different game. It's sort of more, let's say, on the tactical level than Afghanistan 11, which I think was a perfectly fine game in its operational context. But, you know, sometimes the combat was a little bit lacking. And if you know this channel, you know that we are very much about the, let's say, hardcore war games. So it's a little bit funny to see a 3D game being on this channel. But you know what? It's fine. Good, yeah, so I think the Taliban's are just generally black, while these guys here are still civilians, which is going to be a bit of an issue. There come our units. Yeah, they're also being lit up there. So that's fine. I would very much like you to not just like drive into there. So let's make sure we understand where they are. There's a technical, basically, so that's just jeeps with MGs mounted on the back, and then we've got a lot of infantry down there. Right, let's pause here for a second, because one thing that we can do is we can call in air support. And I'm not always very sure what these guys are. I think Pick is a Warthog, so this is an A-10. And I think what we're going to do here is take a look at the situation. So basically this is air support. The thing is, it's going to be delayed. So it's not going to come in right away, but there's going to be some time delay between activating this and this actually occurring. Now, most of the enemy infantry is going to be in this courtyard, with a couple of guys standing outside over here. Our guys are coming in from this right corner over here, which means I think a lot of the infantry here will stream around this corner and potentially engage us. So I think this is going to be a very good target over here, and we're going to definitively try to hit that sort of going this way. I think that's fine. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a Vulture Attack, which I think is an F-18. And we're again going to place that just right on the corner. It's going to take a while for these guys to come in, but that's going to be fine. We do have a lot of different things that I do not always completely understand, to be completely honest with you. Oh, yeah, I didn't want to order 2 of these. But yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead here with the timing. You can see the technicals on their side are moving up. Something exploded there on our side. That's not necessarily great. And I do think we are seeing some RPGs being fired on our guys. Potentially it's a little bit easier to see this way. And you can see how this air support here is going to take its sweet time to come in. So
Support request received.
There's another support request. Our guys are being pinned down over here a little bit, and I'm not sure whether this vehicle just got jammed, but yeah, in just a couple of seconds we're going to see a lot of good stuff happening over here. Jesus, that was a lot. Hopefully... Yeah, it's difficult to see whether they actually survived that. Yeah, but a couple of these guys did survive, but you can also see some of them definitely did not. Still got these guys over here, and there are still some guys coming around that corner, so that is something that we do need to consider. This technical here is still engaging us, so we do need to take care of it, I think, in some way. But yeah, our Humvees or whatever that is are fighting over there, so that's nice to see. Yeah, but they are struggling with all of this fight over here, so I'm gonna do another run with an A10 over here. There we go, that's an RPG of ours, which did hit this guy, but he's still around, so he has still about 600 HP, so yeah, it's gonna take a while there. You know what, let's try to bomb him, if we can. He's probably gonna move out of the way, but yeah, not much we can do about that. So, 16 seconds till we're getting that run. Yeah, but he has moved out of the way. Again, it's gonna be very difficult to anticipate where exactly he goes, but I suppose he will not be on the ball for much longer. Anyway. Okay, good attack over here. So that basically, I think, would only leave this guy over there. And there's another RPG and some attack helicopters. Oh, that's nice. Oh, lovely. Okay. Yeah, great. You guys were the gunmetal, I suppose? You can stop shooting, though. Don't shoot at our own guys. And the combat has ended, so that's perfectly lovely for me. I have a few formalities to take care of. Great. So that does mean we did a perfect job over here, and that is very nice indeed. So, great. So that does mean our guys should now travel back. We've got the demining vehicles coming down here and hopefully taking care of that stuff. And that is very, very lovely to see. And you can see a little progress bar being filled up very, very slowly down there. So that's lovely. You know what? We can actually return our drones. It doesn't need to stay over that zone forever and ever. And there is, of course, a little bit of a delay or a little bit of a limit to how long your drones can stay up in the air. So yeah, that's fine. Good. These guys being helped out over there. There is our 9 o'clock patrol mission. This one with a mine clearing vehicle, so it should be a little bit more robust, and I hope it doesn't do anything down here. I never tried to send that out, but that's fine. And basically we should be getting a little bit of success over here, and that's fine. Something happened. Oh yeah, down here. So this is the next mission. And it is our colleagues at the CIA informed us about weapon smuggling taking place near the caves south of the MOB. It is vital that we stop them, shut down the weapon smuggling operation by using force, but be swift just as the smugglers are. You only have 6 hours to stop the gun running. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a drone. We're also going to send a couple of units over there. And I think we're going to go with this little mix of veteran and normal light infantry here. 4 I think should be fine, and what we're going to do is we're going to send these guys here in helicopters so that they are a little bit faster, and these guys should basically take off right away, and they don't have to take all of these little big detour that would otherwise necessitate them going there very slowly. Also, the mining has been fixed there, so that's great to see. You can also see that our drone there was a little bit faster. We can jump into the drone feed in a second over here. I don't want to wait too long for the helicopters though, so that's fine. Yeah, let's jump into the drone feed, and we're going to see the... Well, first of all, you can already hear the helicopters, so they must be coming in, I think, from this direction. Yeah, there they are. We've got 2 helicopters over here, Black Hawks or something, that are coming in, and we've got some insurgents over here. And as you can see, that's quite a lot of them actually. Don't see any tactical or something, do I? No, there's a tactical over here. We've got a lot of these guys hanging out on this mountain, sort of as they are over there. So we need to think a little bit about where we're going to place our ground support. And what I'm thinking is we're going to base it around this structure, and maybe on this mountain, or at least on the exit of that mountain, because again I think we're going to be seeing these guys being engaged here fairly quickly. So there we go, this is our 4 groups, and that should allow us to pick the air support very soon. It's a little bit weird that you can't do that before the actual engagement, but I think there's a little bit of balance reason, because air support is basically free in this game, as far as I can tell, and in this current state. So there we go. Let's wait over here and see what we've got. So I think it would make a lot of sense to grab the gunmetal over here. The pick, so basically the A10, we're going to try to do that a little bit as we did before, maybe down here, so along this thing. And the Vulture, it can attack over there, so yeah, let's see how that is going to go. It's going to take a while for that to be fixed, but yeah, that's just how it's going to be. There's also the Ghost Raider, which I think is like a big gun. Let's try to attack over there. And yeah, there are a lot of guys over here, and I think we should try to target them on this mountain here. Yeah, so very difficult to see sometimes in normal view, so I do personally prefer FLIR view. But yeah, as you can see, there's another RPG being launched. It does miss though, so yeah, we do need to take care of this guy. But I do think they're probably gonna get that. Okay, these attacks might not be very successful, but I do think they start a little bit before this actual arrow. So, ooh. Well, unfortunately, they didn't right go. No, he was hit by that, so that's fantastic to see. There's only one guy left over there. That's nice. Anyone else really left standing? Yeah, a couple of these guys on the mountain itself. But there's another strike coming in over here, so these guys might also be toast. I don't exactly know the, let's say, strike radius there. Okay, so we've got only one guy down there and one up over there, so I think we're going to be golden over here. It's going to take a while for this to update over here, but yeah, we are winning decisively, so that's perfectly lovely to me. Good. I don't know why you didn't bring the attack helicopter in the first place, but you didn't. Supposedly, I think these things will have some costs in the final game. Maybe they already have and I'm just not viewing that correctly. Okay, these guys, honestly, just do take them out, please. Their morale is a little bit low, and there we go. Okay, let's leave over here and let's return with the drone. That's perfectly lovely. So we should have done that very nicely. Mission success, no one wounded in action from our side. Security does go up in the mission. Now here's one thing that I do not understand in this game, and that is I do not know how to get these guys back. Now, I think what they're going to do is they are going to come and going to be returning to the base on their own, but the thing is, they do that on foot. I don't know how to send helicopters here, and this happens always when I send helicopters. So yeah, these guys are not really, you know, you can see them just basically walking back, and that's a little bit irritating, but you know what, I think this is again early access and all of that. So yeah, I do hope that you can see the appeal in this game. I'm going to link to Afghanistan 11 because it has a very similar theme. But yeah, it's going to come out later in the year. I don't know the exact date. But yeah, big shout out also to the developers here who were kind enough to send this copy to me, and I'm very excited. Oh, and just for clarification, I didn't get paid or anything. I just received the free copy, so that's very nice of them, honestly. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Do let me know whether you'd want to see more of that when it comes out in the comments down below. And yeah, hope to see you around in one of the other series that we've got going. Bye bye, guys.